Did you know Japan now has over 90,000 people living past 100? That's more centenarians per capita than any other country on Earth. And yet, if you walk their quiet streets, you won't see endless gyms or protein shakes. You'll see elders, calm, upright, graceful, moving through life as if time itself had learned to respect them. Now compare that to the West. We spend billions every year on memberships, supplements, gadgets, but somehow joint pain, fatigue, and chronic disease still find us faster than before. So, what are the Japanese doing differently? It's not sushi, it's not green tea, it's not even genetics. When researchers from Harvard and Stanford studied Japan's oldest citizens, many over 100 still sharp and independent, they discovered something beautifully simple. 6 daily movements, no equipment, no sweat, no gym. Just 6 small patterns that keep the body, brain, and breath working as one. One of them, done for just 2 minutes a day, was linked to a 7-year longer lifespan. 7 years, from something that looks effortless. That's when science caught up to wisdom. Because these elders weren't just living longer, they were living better, steady, present, fully alive. And that's what this video is about. 6 movements that can help you age like the Japanese, strong, balanced, and centered, without pills or pain. So, if you're over 50 and ready to move with purpose again, stay with me till the end. You'll see how these simple habits can rebuild clarity, strength, and peace, right from your own home. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Drop your name and city in the comments, because this isn't just another wellness video. It's a circle of men and women choosing to age with power, not fear. Alright, let's begin. With the first movement, Sampo, the art of slow walking. Movement number 6, Sampo, the art of slow walking. Forget everything you've been told about walking for exercise. This isn't power walking with earbuds in and calories to count. This is Sampo, a quiet, mindful rhythm practiced by Japanese elders every single morning. And it might just be the most underestimated health ritual in the modern world. At first glance, it looks almost effortless. You walk at half your normal pace, no rush, no pounding pavement. Each step rolls from heel to arch to toe like a soft wave flowing through your body. But beneath that calm pace, something remarkable happens. When you walk slowly and deliberately, your body begins to synchronize. Your heart rate lowers. Your nervous system steadies. And with the right breathing, inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. You start linking the brain and the body through breath. It's movement meditation, not motion for burning. A 10-year study from Kyoto University found that seniors who practiced Sampo daily had 62% less arterial stiffness. Their balance improved. Their gait became lighter, graceful, almost ageless. Because slow walking forces you to connect with the ground, every joint in your foot, 33 of them, activates with each step, sending tiny signals to your brain, refreshing the neural maps that control coordination and stability. That's why the Japanese say, when your feet forget the earth, the mind forgets itself. Western medicine calls this proprioceptive training, rebuilding your body's internal GPS. But in Japan, it's simply called respect. Respect for the body that carries you, the earth that supports you, and the breath that sustains you. You don't need fancy shoes. You don't need a treadmill. All you need is awareness. Try this tomorrow morning. Find a quiet path, grass, dirt, or even your backyard. Walk slower than you think you should. Match your breath to your steps. Listen to the sound of your own movement. At first, your mind will resist. It wants speed, distraction, noise. But stay with it. After a few minutes, something shifts. Your breathing deepens, your heart relaxes, and a quiet calm rises through your body like sunlight breaking through mist. That's Sampo. Not exercise, alignment. A way of bringing your mind home to your body. And if you're starting this today, let me know in the comments below. Write day 1. I walked slow. Because that's where longevity begins. Not in more effort, but in mindful motion. Now let's move to the next ritual. a morning practice that moves an entire nation. Movement number 5, Radio Taiso, the morning ritual of renewal. Every morning in Japan, as the clock strikes 6:30, a gentle piano melody plays through radios and public speakers across the country. It isn't news, it isn't weather, it's a call to move. From schoolyards to office courtyards, from city parks to quiet neighborhoods, millions of people, children, workers, and elders, begin the same simple routine together. It's called Radio Taiso, the nation's 3-minute ritual of renewal. 13 graceful movements done with rhythm and breath. Arm circles, shoulder rolls, gentle bends, no strain, no sweat. Just flow. Continuous, coordinated, and calm. It began nearly a century ago, designed by doctors to help rebuild national health. And it still lives on today, unchanged, because it works. In a large study of over 8,000 seniors, those who practiced Radio Taiso daily had 40% fewer falls, 55% less back pain, and far greater joint mobility, even into their 80s. Why? Because these gentle rhythmic motions do what no high-intensity routine can. They lubricate your joints. Each circular motion stimulates synovial fluid, the body's natural joint oil, preventing the stiffness that creeps in after years of sitting and stress. It's not just physical, it's emotional. When you move in harmony, when you rise with a nation, there's a deep sense of belonging, a shared rhythm that tells your body, you're still part of the world. For the Japanese, this 3-minute ritual isn't about fitness. It's about beginning again. Each morning, no matter how old you are, you stand up, stretch, and remind yourself, you're alive, and today matters. And that's something we can all bring into our mornings. You don't need to be in Tokyo, you can do it in your kitchen, barefoot, right after waking. Turn on soft music. Let your breath set the pace. Lift your arms, roll your shoulders, twist your spine gently. Breathe in renewal. Exhale the night. 3 minutes. That's all it takes to reawaken your body's natural rhythm. So tomorrow, before you reach for your phone, reach for your breath. Move with intention. Let the first thing your body feels each day be gratitude. And if you're ready to make this part of your morning, write in the comments. 3 minutes. I'm in. Because sometimes one simple ritual, done together every morning, can reconnect a nation and renew your life. Now let's explore the next movement, one that reconnects you to the ground itself. Movement number 4, deep squat rest, rediscovering human posture. Walk through a park in Tokyo and you'll see something quietly astonishing. Men and women in their 70s, even 80s, resting in a deep squat. Heels flat, back straight, reading, gardening, chatting with friends. Completely at ease. Now try it yourself. Most Westerners over 50 can't hold that position for more than a few seconds, if at all. And that's not weakness. It's simply forgetting. You see, squatting isn't an exercise in Japan. It's a posture of life. They sit, cook, work, and rest close to the ground. And that habit keeps their joints young, their hips open, their spine long. In the West, chairs replaced that posture, and little by little, our bodies adapted to convenience. Hips tightened, ankles stiffened. Our spine, designed to move like bamboo, began to lock up like metal. But here's the beautiful truth. The body remembers. You can teach it again. A 12-year study of over 5,000 seniors in Osaka found that those who could hold a deep squat for just 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of losing independence as they aged. Why? Because the deep squat restores what aging slowly steals: mobility, pelvic strength, and circulation. Biomechanically, the position decompresses your spine, strengthens your knees, and reactivates the deep stabilizer muscles that support bladder control and posture. It's the body's way of realigning itself naturally. Start small. Stand near a wall or sturdy chair. Lower slowly like you're sitting into an invisible stool. If your heels lift, place a rolled towel beneath them. Hold for 20 seconds, then rise. Do this a few times a day and your hips will begin to open. Don't rush. This isn't about depth. It's about dialogue. You're teaching your body to speak its native language again, the language of movement. And once you rediscover it, something shifts. You feel grounded, stable, human again. A client once told me, "Doc, the first time I held a full squat again, I felt like I was back in my 20s. That's not nostalgia, that's biology remembering freedom. So tonight, when you're watching TV or reading, try sitting lower. Let the ground support you, not the chair. Because sometimes the path to feeling younger starts with lowering yourself down. If you're trying this tonight, write in the comments. Back to the ground. That's where strength and independence begin again. Now, let's move to a practice that sharpens both body and brain. Balance that builds longevity from the inside out. Movement number 3. Single leg standing. Balance that builds the brain. In Japan, doctors don't just prescribe pills for aging. They prescribe balance. And sometimes that prescription is as simple as this. Stand on one leg. Hold, breathe. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But the science is extraordinary. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University tracked over 12,000 older adults and found something remarkable. Those who practiced single-leg standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations. Even more surprising, they showed higher gray matter volume in the parts of the brain that control balance, memory, and coordination. In other words, this tiny movement doesn't just strengthen your legs, it builds your brain. Here's why. When you balance on one leg, your body makes hundreds of micro adjustments every second. Your ankles stabilize, your hips align, your core fires, even the tiny muscles in your feet wake up. Meanwhile, your inner ear, eyes, and brainstem are all communicating, constantly updating your position in space. That constant feedback loop keeps your neural pathways sharp and flexible. It's called neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to stay adaptable at any age. And this single practice trains it every day. The Mayo Clinic now says your ability to balance on one leg for 30 seconds may predict longevity better than cholesterol or blood pressure. That's not coincidence. It's connection. So how do you start? Stand near a wall or countertop. Lift one foot an inch off the ground. Focus your gaze on a still point ahead. Breathe normally. Start with 20 seconds per leg. When that feels steady, close your eyes, or place a folded towel beneath your foot to add gentle instability. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. One of my clients, 68, told me he practices while brushing his teeth. He said, "Doc, it makes me feel young again. Not because I can do more, but because I can feel more." That's the hidden power of balance. It reconnects you with your body in real time. It trains your brain to adapt, adjust, and stay awake. Try it today. When you brush your teeth tonight, lift one foot, hold steady, and when you switch legs, whisper to yourself, "I'm training my balance. I'm training my brain." If you do, right below, 1 minute, still standing. Because that's what this is really about, staying grounded even when life tries to sway you. Now let's move to the next movement, a quiet daily ritual that defines longevity itself. The art of getting down and rising back up. Movement number 2, floor transition, the true test of longevity. In Japan, people don't see sitting on the floor as exercise. It's simply life. They eat there, drink tea there, read, rest, laugh, and rise dozens of times a day. And in those simple transitions, something powerful happens. They never stop training for independence. Meanwhile, in the West, we've traded that movement for convenience. Soft chairs, tall beds, elevated seats. And slowly we stopped practicing the most fundamental motion of human life. Getting down and standing back up. A massive study from the University of Tsukuba followed more than 10,000 older adults. Those who could sit down on the floor and rise again without using their hands had better lower body strength, greater flexibility, higher cognitive scores, and were far less likely to die in the next 6 years. Think about that. Not running, not lifting, just the ability to rise from the floor. Why does it matter so much? Because this movement blends everything: strength, coordination, balance, and awareness. It's not just muscle memory, it's life memory. It demands cooperation between your brain and body, your breath and your will. And here's the truth few want to face. The day you can't get off the floor by yourself is the day you stop living on your own terms. But the day you reclaim that ability, you reclaim freedom. Start simple. Use a chair, a low stool, or even your hands for support. Lower yourself slowly to a kneeling position, then rise again with awareness.
Movement.
Don't rush. Each transition is a small conversation with your body. If your knees ache, use cushions. If your back feels tight, keep your core engaged. Even 2 or 3 gentle transitions a day will rebuild strength you thought was gone. Biomechanically, you're retraining every joint in the chain, ankles, knees, hips, spine, to share the load evenly again. And neurologically, you're restoring confidence, the quiet trust that your body still responds when you ask it to. One of my clients, 72, told me something that stayed with me. He said, "Doc, I didn't feel old when my hair went gray. I felt old the day I needed help getting up." Then he smiled and added, "Now I don't need that help anymore." That's the moment we're aiming for. Not perfection, not youth, just independence. So today, find a soft spot, your living room, a yoga mat, or even the carpet by your bed. Practice getting down. Practice standing up. And remind yourself with every rise, you're still in charge of your body. If you try it, tell me below. Still rising.
I think we have something here.
Because in the end, longevity isn't about years in your life. It's about the life in your years. Now let's move to the final Japanese ritual. Perhaps the simplest of all, and yet the one that rewires your entire body in just 2 minutes. Movement number 1, towel twist. The 2-minute reboot for body and mind. At first glance, it looks almost too simple. A towel, a gentle twist. That's it. But in Japan, this humble ritual, called Tenuguai Hibiki, is credited by countless elders as their secret to staying strong, focused, and mobile well into their 90s. And science agrees. Here's how it works. You hold a towel at shoulder height, arms extended. Pull gently outward as if trying to tear it. Now twist your torso to one side. Hips forward, shoulders turning. Hold for 3 seconds, then return to center. Do the same to the other side. That's one cycle. It may not look like much, but what's happening inside your body is extraordinary. That gentle tension activates deep stabilizer muscles, small, intelligent fibers along your spine, hips, and ribs that rarely wake up in modern life. These muscles are the silent guardians of your posture, your balance, and even your breathing. And the twist. That motion triggers both hemispheres of your brain simultaneously. It's like flipping on a light switch in every room at once. A 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese elders found that those who practiced the towel twist for just 2 minutes daily lived on average 7 years longer. Their grip strength remained high into their 90s. Their bone density tested 20 years younger than their age. That's not luck. That's neural activation. The brain and body communicating in harmony. The best time to do it? Right after waking and again before bed. It bookends your day with movement and mindfulness. In the morning, it wakes your nervous system. At night, it releases tension and calms your breath. You'll feel your spine lengthen, your shoulders soften, your chest open, and your mind, once scattered, begins to settle. Because this isn't just exercise, it's a reset. A way to tell your body, I'm here, I still move, I still matter. You don't need a gym, you don't need gear, just a towel and 2 minutes of intention. If you try it today, write in the comments, 2 minutes, reset complete. Because sometimes that's all it takes to remind your body and your mind how alive they still are. Now let's bring it all together. 6 simple movements, 1 timeless philosophy, and a way of aging that doesn't fight time, but flows with it. Safety and philosophy. Move with age, not against it. If you're listening to this, take a moment, because everything you've just heard, these 6 movements, they're not a workout plan. They're a way back to your natural design. You don't need to move to Japan to age like the Japanese. You just need to move with the same intention. Gentle, aware, every day. If you've been dealing with old injuries, stiff joints, or balance issues, start where you are. Use a wall for support. Add cushions under your knees. Skip the deep squats until your body's ready. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Because pain is not progress. Progress is patience. These movements aren't about looking young. They're about staying free and able to stand, to walk, to rise on your own. They're how the Japanese age with dignity, not denial. And maybe that's the lesson we all need now. Stop fighting time. Start flowing with it. The elders of Japan don't move because they want to live forever. They move because they want to live well. To wake with energy, to walk with balance, to breathe with gratitude. That's not anti-aging, that's pro-living. And here's your invitation. Don't just watch this video. Try one of these movements today. 1 minute, 1 habit, 1 step toward vitality. Then come back and tell me which one spoke to you the most. Drop a comment below. I've started. Because when you do, you're not just typing words, you're making a promise to your future self. If this video helped you, hit that like button. Not for me, for you. As a reminder that your health is worth your attention. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Men50X. Because here, we don't chase youth. We refine strength, we build wisdom, and we age like men who still have something to give. Now stand tall. Take a slow breath. And remember, you don't have to fight time. You just have to move with it.